Make yourself more powerful in your career. Many people feel stuck in their career. They feel they cannot ask for a pay rise because they only have one option. They feel like, oh, if I go to my manager and ask for a pay rise and I don't get it, I'll be devastated because now I cannot do anything else. I didn't get my pay rise and now I'm stuck. And that's the reason why they don't ask for pay rises. The way you deal with this is by making yourself more powerful. How do you do that? How do you make yourself more powerful? You do this by having options. As I showed you before, most people in their mind at least, they only have one option, and that's to ask for a pay rise. And that's the only option they have, and as a result, they feel stuck. But one option is no option. So then you got to think like, okay, what else can I do? Okay, I can apply for another job. So now you only have two options. You can ask for a pay rise or look for another job. But two options is no option because two options is a dilemma. Like now you don't know what to do because there's only two things. The way you can really become more powerful and take charge and ownership of your career is by having three or more options. Three or more options is power. Now, what are some of the options that you have instead of just only that option of asking for a pay rise? Well, that's the first option, right? You ask for a pay rise. It's like an internal promotion. Another thing you can do, you can move to another country or another city or another area with better opportunities. I don't care if you want to ask for pay rises, like if you live in a small city with only one company and there's only like one type of job out there, are you gonna get it? Most likely not. You need to have as an option at least to move to another city or another area where there's actually demand for what you have to offer. That's another option. Another thing you can do is a side hustle. You can start your own business. So during the day, you work your 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or whatever it is. And then during the evenings and weekends, you start to create your own business and have clients and do one-on-one or group or whatever type of service you offer. You can have your CV ready for your next role. You can have your CV ready on LinkedIn and online websites to make sure that if you don't get the raise, that's another option as well, to look elsewhere for another position. That's the next option, to be findable and searchable online, that people and companies can find you and that they know that you're looking for something else and that you can change jobs. Another option will be to be visible with top companies and recruiters, online and offline. You can go to career fairs and make sure that you get to meet these people face to face. Another option will be to take a sabbatical. A previous colleague of mine who actually hired me, every couple of years he takes off a year, during the time that he works, he saves up enough money. So that allows him to travel to the other side of the world and go to new countries and have some freedom rather than to be stuck in the same position with no way out. Now, what are some of the options for you? And I want you to write down a minimum of 3 options. Otherwise, you don't have choice, you don't have freedom. You only have that one option where you feel stuck or 2 options where you have a dilemma. So what are 3, 4, or 5 options for you that you can do to make yourself more powerful in your career right now? And this is the basis for you to get more pay rises, to know that there's more than one road that leads to Rome. There's more than one way to get a pay rise. And the more that you have available to you, the more powerful you are in your career. So make sure you do this exercise, write down the options that you have. I gave you a lot of examples before, and I'll see you in the next lesson.